You feel it, don't you? I know you do. Deep down you know that this person occupies your every thought, even when you try to ignore it. There's no point in avoiding it. There's no point in hiding. The truth is there, pulsating in your chest, and you realized long ago that it's not something that will go away on its own. It's as if every moment of your day is an excuse to think about them, every detail a memory that insists on coming back. And during the night, it's even stronger. It's in this silence that the feelings become clearer, more intense. You think about everything you could say, everything you could do if you had the courage to lay it all out. You imagine their reaction, the way they might look at you, the words they might say back. You create scenarios, feel your heart race just thinking about what could happen. But now, enough is enough. Enough of keeping all this inside. Enough of asking yourself, what if? You already know. Deep down, you know that this feeling is not in vain. It can't be. There's something there, something that pushes you forward, something that makes you believe that it's worth the risk. Because if you don't say it, if you don't show yourself, how will they know? How will they understand how much they mean to you? You don't need guarantees, you don't need absolute certainties. What you need is to be honest with what's inside of you. The time has come. There is no more room for silence. Declare yourself, say what you feel, show who you are. Because what you feel is real, and they need to know that. You know what's at stake. It's not just about what you feel, it's about everything it means. Keeping this inside you is like carrying a weight that only gets heavier. And why? Out of fear? Out of insecurity? But think carefully, which is scarier? Taking a risk and maybe not hearing what you hope for, or living forever with the doubt of what could have been? Because deep down, you know that this feeling is there for a reason. It's not something that appeared out of nowhere. It's something that has transformed you, something that doesn't let you be the same anymore. So, stop. Stop trying to find the perfect moment, the perfect words, because they don't exist. And honestly, she doesn't want perfection. She wants truth. And you have that. You have something that comes from the bottom of your heart, something that no strategy or rehearsal can create. It's not about impressing or doing something grandiose. It's about being you, exactly as you are, with all that you feel. She deserves to know this, and you deserve to be heard. Think about all the times you held back, the words that died in your throat because you thought it wasn't the right moment. Think about the opportunities you let pass because you were afraid of what she might think. Now tell me, was it worth it? Was it worth hiding this, pretending everything was okay while inside you wanted to scream? It wasn't, was it? Because the more you keep it in, the more it grows, and the more you feel like you need to let it out. You know she's different. It's not just anyone. It's not just any feeling. It's she who makes you lose yourself in your own thoughts. It's she who turns the most common days into something special, even if it's just by being present, by existing. It's she who makes you question everything you thought you knew about love, because with her everything seems new, intense, alive. And now it's you who needs to take the next step. Don't expect her to guess, to realize it on her own. Because, as obvious as it might seem to you, she might have no idea how much she means to you. Maybe she sees your looks, hears your words, but can't see how deep it all is. Not because she doesn't want to, but because you haven't given her the chance to know yet. And I know it's hard. I know the fear of hearing a no is real, that rejection is a possibility. But do you know what's worse than a no? It's never trying. It's living with that voice in your head, asking yourself every day how things might have been if you had been brave. And more than that, it's living without giving yourself the chance to be truly happy with her. If you're waiting for a sign, here it is. This is your chance. It doesn't matter if the answer is not what you expected. What matters is that you were true to yourself, that you had the courage to open up, to show what you feel without filters, without fear. And whatever her answer is, you'll be at peace because you'll know you did everything you could, that you were whole, that you didn't hide. And more, you don't know what might happen. Maybe she's waiting for this as much as you are. Maybe she feels the same but is also scared, with the same doubts, the same insecurities. Have you thought about that? That she might be as anxious as you, trying to understand what you feel, wanting confirmation that she's not alone. Maybe this step, this declaration, is exactly what she needs to allow herself to feel too. So go. Speak. Don't overthink. Don't wait too long. Do it. Because love is not about certainties or guarantees. It's about being present, about giving yourself, about being vulnerable. And you know she is worth it. You know that what you feel for her is greater than any fear, than any doubt. Put it out there. Do it for you, for her, for what you can build together. Now tell me, are you ready to do this? Or will you continue carrying this feeling alone, as if it were a burden when in fact it is a gift? It's in your hands. Don't waste any more time. You know that time doesn't wait. Every day that passes without you saying what you feel is a day lost, a day that you didn't live fully, that you didn't give your heart the chance to be heard. And it hurts, doesn't it? That feeling of being trapped between what you feel and what you fear, because as much as you try to move on without saying anything, it's like a part of you stays there, paralyzed, stuck in the same place. And the worst part is that you feel that the time has come. It's not something that needs to be forced or rehearsed. It's something that is simply ready to come out. It's in the way you look at her when you think no one is watching. It's in the way your heart races with every message that arrives, with every moment she gives you a little more attention. It's in the silence of the nights when your mind can only go over the possibilities of how she would react, what she would say, how it would be if she looked into your eyes and said she felt the same. You no longer need excuses or justifications. There is no more postponing, because as much as you try to hide it, what you feel already shows. She notices, even if she doesn't say anything. It's in the way you talk to her, in the way you care, how you are always present, even when you don't need to be. She feels that there is something more, but she won't guess what it is if you don't say. And yes, it requires courage. Courage to be honest, to open up without the guarantee that you will be received the way you expect. But that's what makes love so powerful, isn't it? It's this surrender, this leap into the unknown. And you need to take that leap, because there is no other way to live this fully. There is no way to experience the truth of what you feel while you keep everything locked inside you. Think about everything she represents. Think about how she makes you see the world in a different way, more beautiful, lighter. Think about the way she inspires you, how she makes you want to be better, do more, live more. She is more than just a wish, more than a passing passion. She is the sum of everything you were looking for and didn't even know you were looking for. And now you have to ask yourself, what is worth more? The comfort of keeping things as they are, without taking risks, or the possibility of living something real, something that can change your life forever? Because that's what's at stake. It's not just about a declaration, about putting words out loud. It's about allowing yourself to live what you feel, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and more than that, allowing yourself to love. Maybe she won't say what you expect. Maybe her answer won't be what you dreamed of, but even so you win, because you choose to be true to yourself. You choose to live with an open heart, without carrying the weight of unspoken words, of suffocated feelings. You choose to give love a chance, even if it doesn't come back the way you imagined. But what if she feels the same? What if, at the moment you say what you feel, everything changes? What if she's been waiting for this as much as you have? You will never know until you try. And this uncertainty, as scary as it may be, is also what makes everything so exciting, so alive. Because love truly is that. It's a leap into the dark with the hope that, on the other side, someone is waiting for you. So, don't wait any longer. Life doesn't stop. Time waits for no one, and the deepest feelings are not meant to be locked away. They are meant to be shared, to be lived. And you deserve to live that. She deserves to hear that. And who knows, together you may build something neither of you imagined. Now take a deep breath and tell yourself, I am ready, because you are. What's inside cannot be ignored. Go to her, speak. Look into her eyes and tell her what you feel. Say everything. Don't measure your words. Don't try to be perfect. Just be yourself. Be honest. Be true, because in the end that's what matters. And remember, love, even when it is not reciprocated in the way we hope, transforms us. It teaches us, strengthens us, and brings us closer to what we are in essence. And that is what you are about to do. You are about to take the most important step, the step that can change everything. It is impossible not to notice how crucial this moment is for you. You have come so far, You have delved so deeply into this feeling that ignoring it or delaying it is no longer an option. Every detail, every thought, and every moment of silence has brought you here. And now there is only one path to let out everything that is trapped inside, not necessarily for her, but for you. Because this declaration is not just about her. It's about your emotional freedom, about lifting that weight off your shoulders and giving your heart the space it deserves to breathe. You have been holding back for so long that you probably got used to the lump in your throat, to the sensation of always being on the edge, but never truly diving in. But think with me, how much longer can you endure? How many moments do you still want to lose imagining what could have been if you had had the courage? Because that's what is happening now. You are not just holding back words, you are holding back possibilities. You are preventing the future from happening, keeping everything frozen in a present full of doubts and uncertainties. And yet I know the hesitation is there. It's in the fear of being vulnerable, of exposing yourself completely, of opening your chest and not knowing what you'll find on the other side. That is natural. We all fear not being enough or not receiving back what we offer. But let me tell you something, what you feel, what's inside you is already enough. Because true love isn't about guarantees. It's about honesty. It's about connecting with the purest and most sincere part of yourself and putting that out into the world without masks, without reservations. And yes, maybe she doesn't feel the same. Maybe she isn't ready to receive what you have to offer, and that hurts, I know. But even in that scenario, there is something powerful in declaring yourself, in owning your feelings, in not letting fear control you. Because by doing so, you regain control over your own life. You give yourself the chance to turn the page, to start a new chapter, either with or without her. What you can't do and shouldn't do is continue holding on to what could be, to what you didn't have the courage to try. Now, also think about the other possibility. What if she is waiting for this? What if she, just like you, is living with the same doubt, with the same expectation, with the same desire to take the next step, but doesn't know how? What you feel might be what she needs to finally have the courage to open her heart. But that will only happen if you act, if you take the initiative. Because someone needs to take the first step, and that step needs to be yours. You are here because you know you are capable. You know you are bigger than your fears, bigger than your doubts. If you have come this far, it is because what you feel has already overflowed. There is no turning back, and honestly, you don't want to go back. Love is not about guarantees or easy answers. It is about the risk, about the leap, about the surrender. And right at this moment, you are on the edge of that leap. Only you can decide whether to jump or to keep looking into the void, wondering what it would be like. And I know you are capable, because that strength, that courage, is already inside you. You don't need more time. You don't need more preparation. What you feel is already ready. You just need to let it happen. Let your heart speak, without rehearsals, without elaborate plans. It doesn't matter if the words come out confused, if your voice trembles, if nervousness appears. What matters is the truth, and the truth never needs to be perfect. It just needs to be real. And when you do this, something inside you will change. She might say what you expect, look you in the eyes and tell you she feels the same way, that she has always felt the same way. She might need time to process what she heard, to understand what is happening, or perhaps she might not reciprocate. But in any of these scenarios, you will feel something different. Relief. Because you did what needed to be done. Because you were honest with yourself. Because you gave love a real chance without letting fear hold you back. Now, after all this happens, you will need something important. Reflections and time. Love is not resolved in a moment, in a conversation. It is built, rebuilt, adjusted along the way. Regardless of her response, allow yourself to feel. If it is reciprocal, celebrate. Live it intensely, with the awareness that you had the courage to open the doors to something that can change your life. If it is not reciprocal, respect the time to heal. Respect yourself for having tried, for choosing to be truthful. And when this passes, because it will pass, one way or another, you will realize something incredible. You grew. You became someone stronger, more connected with yourself, more capable of dealing with the challenges that the heart places in the way. Because that's what love does. Even when it hurts, it transforms, it shapes you, it makes you more human, more complete. Now let me ask one last question. What is holding you back? What still prevents you from doing what needs to be done? Because whatever it is, it's not bigger than you, it's not bigger than what you feel, it's not bigger than the possibility of living something real. So take a deep breath, connect with what is inside of you and do it. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. And when all this happens, I want you to come back here. I want you to share with me what happened. I want to know how you felt, how it was to put it all out there, how it was to finally take that step. Because just like you, there are so many other people going through the same thing. And your experience might be exactly what they need to be inspired and take courage. So, leave your comment. Write about what you felt, about what this message awakened in you, or about your own story. Let's talk. Let's create a space where real feelings are shared and valued. And if you believe this message could help someone you know, don't hesitate to share it. Maybe it's the push that person also needs. Oh, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like. It's a simple gesture, but it means a lot. It shows me that this type of content is helping you, that it makes sense to continue bringing these messages that touch the heart. And if you are not subscribed yet, take this moment to subscribe to the channel. Here I bring more than just words. I bring reflections, feelings and provocations that help you see life in a more truthful way. Enable notifications so you don't miss any videos, because I want to continue accompanying you on this journey of transformation. Now go. Do what needs to be done. The world won't wait. You don't need to wait any longer. Love is calling you, and it's your time to answer. You can do it. I believe in you.